As always, please feel free to move about during the meeting. Food's in the back, drinks are behind me, and bathrooms are out in the hallway. Please take care of yourself, but please be mindful of filming during the presentation, so slip around the back. Thank you. Do we have any board announcements?
I'm sorry, this is Doreen Van Leeuwen, and I'm the chairperson of the NorCal Fires Task Force, and we're having our first meeting this Sunday from 3 to 4:30. It'll be at my home. If you're interested in joining us, let me know, and then I'll give you directions. Thanks.
And I'm Erica Thomas. I am the chair of the programs committee for another short little bit. And you know how in the newsletter you get that nice article after the presentation called What You Missed? We have a couple more months where we need someone to write that article. So if you're a writer or would like to try your hand at that, please let me know. Thank you.
Any other board announcements? Pat?
Good morning. I am your friendly treasurer, CFO, but my term's coming to an end, and we have come up with a great way to make this job simpler, but we still need someone to take the position so we can have somebody with oversight of our money, but we're going to be outsourcing to a bookkeeper most of the time-consuming part. So we would really, really, really like somebody to step forward, and I would love to have an opportunity to work with someone in advance of the shift that happens in January. So think of anyone. You don't have to be number savvy. You just kind of have to be responsible and be willing to come to the meetings and get checks written.
Thank you, Pat. Also, Pat has set stuff up so beautifully and professionally that it'll be an easy slide in for the next person. Did I hear someone talk about responsibility over there? We keep targeting you, Michael. Our apologies. Oh, you're staying with irresponsible. Oh, I don't think that's true at all, but okay. All right. So any committee announcements? Committee announcements? Okay. All right. So anybody have a birthday in November? Come on up. Or come on down, come on down. So would you like a travel mug, or would you like a Pete's gift card? There you go. All right. Susan, happy birthday. Would you like a travel mug or a Pete's gift card? Pete's gift card. All right. Cool. There you go. Enjoy. You're welcome. Any other birthdays? Okay. Anybody get married recently? Would you like a gift card or a Pete's or a cup? All right. There you go. Congrats. Any other birthdays? Is there anybody who's just feeling like they want a little present today? Doreen, here's a little present for you. Kidding. Okay. Anybody else? All right. Today's would have been my sister's birthday, so happy birthday. All right. So next month we have our own Patrick, I believe, Patrick Armstrong, who will be doing a talk on LGBTQ and thinking beyond the binary with gender and expression. Well, I saw you here. There you are. All right. This has been a wonderful year for programs. I got to say that much. Okay, so let's do introductions. Limit ourselves to about 15 or 20 seconds today. And I'll start. I'm Reina Seminara. I'm semi-retired at this point. It's official. And I work with trauma, and so I'm continuing to work with my current trauma clients. And I don't know, I'll do this for a while. And one of my colleagues says to me, yeah, and maybe after a while of that, you'll work more. So we'll see. Thank you. Did you? Okay. Doreen?
What am I
Do you
doing?
want to start your introduction? Or do you want to pass it on to somebody else?
Oh, pass.
Okay.
Good morning. I'm visiting from the Marin chapter. I'm Pamela Lister, MFT, and I'm here because I wanted to network with what was going on. In addition to my private practice, I am a EAP for the USPS in this area. So those letter carriers and clerks are going through a lot listening to everybody's stories and their own trauma. So I appreciate today very much, and I'll pass it on.
Judith Goldman, Sebastopol Individual Couple Counseling and Rabbinic Pastor.
Bob DeZell, private practice in Petaluma and in Santa Rosa. And I'm planning on attending the grief day tomorrow. So if anybody else is going to be there, I'd like to kind of plant in your mind. Thank you, Susan. I'll see you there. But if anybody else is going to go, I'd like to maybe sit down afterwards and talk about how we might bring whatever happens there somehow to RECAMFT. So I'll do that's tomorrow. It's, what's it billed as? There's flowers on the table. Yeah, I got an email that there are going to be 60 people there.
I'm Gail Van Buren, newsletter editor, and I have a private practice in Sebastopol. I work with trauma, couples, domestic abuse, and stuff like that, and kids too sometimes. Gail Van Buren. Who, Michael?
Hello, everybody. Michael Krikorian. I was thinking today I want to say something different. Only thing I would say is I enjoy using humor in therapy. I think it's a great tool to cut through fear and make us, and it's an anti-shaming thing. So if you have people that want humor, tell them to come see me. Thanks.
Want to do a workshop on that, Michael? Okay. I'm Bob Butler, LCSW with Relationship Center for Change in Petaluma and Santa Rosa. Main thing I want to say today, we are recruiting as we're growing for a additional LCSW MFT psychologist. I put some flyers on the back table, more information if you're interested in part-time, full-time practice with a group of wonderful people.
I'm Dulcie Brown, and I'm a therapist. And what I've been thinking lately about myself and my work is that I see people, I have no idea why they come. There is nothing wrong with these people. If anything, they're exceptional. Each and every one. So I feel a little guilty about this and secretive, which is why I'm saying it out loud in front of everybody. That's just how it is. That's what's come about, is I have these wonderful, perfectly well people who come, and every week feel into their lives. I admire them tremendously, and I feel very lucky and a little guilty. So, like, maybe I should have some difficult people. So if you have any to refer,
Hi, I'm Claudia Vidano, and I'm with Relationship Center for Change with Bob Butler and Joan, and it's a great place. So we have offices, as he said, in Santa Rosa and Petaluma, and we take all kinds of insurances, including Medi-Cal, and see all variety of clients.
Hi, I'm Katie Higgins-Lee, and I have a private practice here in Santa Rosa, and I have a somatic and mindfulness orientation, and I mostly work with anxiety, teenagers and adults.
Hi, I'm Reed Harper. I'm a new member of RECAMFT, recently retired from the County of Sonoma, in private practice, working mostly with men right now, male clients, individual couples, and also specializing in sexual addiction. So thank you. This is my first meeting here. Thanks.
My name's Judith Pellets, and I have a private practice at the Erickson Institute. And the only really important information I can share with you is that I am now a grandmother.
Lane Geiler, also known as Laney, private practice in Sebastopol, work with trauma, couples, healing shame, and I support interns getting ready for their licensing exams.
Hi, my name is Kat Capitani, and I'm still with hospice. I've been there 5 years working with individuals and groups and doing grief work, so it's an honor to work there.
Good morning. I'm Charles Asher. I'm a Jungian analyst, MFT, Episcopal priest, and I practice here in Santa Rosa. I applaud so strongly all the extroverted ego efforts that are necessary in these moments. And having now worked with a couple people referred through CAMFT, it was interesting that one person said, "The fire is still burning within me." And so as a depth therapist, I also want to affirm the importance of how this reverberates, down into the psyche that needs certainly attention as well, in my opinion.
My name is Angela Agenlian Newert. I am an MFT with an office in Sebastopol. I work primarily with individuals and groups, and I do very transformational, deep work on all levels of being, spiritually, emotionally, physically, in the body. And just wanted to mention the people doing the workshop tomorrow are friends of mine, so if anyone has questions, and I also did a year-long initiation process in a similar clan to Maria, and I know them well, and I think it's going to be wonderful work. If anyone wants more info.
I'm Jennifer Goss, licensed somatic psychotherapist. I have a private practice office in Santa Rosa. This is my first RECAMFT meeting, so I'm excited to be here, although I did make it to the picnic in the summer, so that was nice. And I love working with couples, but I'll really work with pretty much anyone, adolescents and above.
First meeting.
Hi, I'm Karen Gordon, clinical counselor intern in Sebastopol. This is also my first meeting, since this is my first week as an actual private practice intern. Very excited, yeah. I am starting an adolescent group that I would like everyone to know about in case you have any adolescents that need a group. That's going to start in January, and I put flyers on the table. I'm also a professional photographer, and I do headshots for therapists. So if anybody needs a headshot, come see me, and I also put flyers on the table for that. So, thank you. And I love working with couples and teens.
Rhonda Shea, resuming practice after years-long absence, making some progress with that. At last I have an office, and So, yeah, chrysalis. Poetically enough. Yeah. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Liz King. I've been out of private practice for a while, and with the fires, I'm thinking of doing short-term grief work. Thanks.
Good morning, I'm Helen Thompson. In 6 more work days, I'm retiring from Santa Rosa High School as a counselor with special ed kids. And they've been really processing the tragedy in our county very well, very supportive. They've been an inspiration to me. I have a private practice I can now expand. I'll have a lot more energy. All right, thank you.
Hi, I'm Patrick Armstrong. Some of you heard, some of you didn't. I'm no longer with SAY. I'm in private practice with Jennifer Ballard. And I work with all ages, serious persistent mental illnesses, but also with LGBTQ population, especially around gender issues. Quick announcement, the Trans Life Conference, Community Conference, and the Professional Symposium, we had to postpone them. Fantastic news, we have new dates. March 3rd for the Professional Symposium, April 28th for the Community Conference. Talk to me, especially if you have if you've already booked, because we're holding your reservation for the tickets.
I'm Byron Walters, a marriage and family therapist. I have a practice in Katati and in Mill Valley. Oh, can you hear me? I work with adults with severe childhood trauma, a lot of dissociation, that kind of stuff. I also moderate the listserv, so any of you who aren't on the listserv, just give me your email address and I'll put you on the listserv. Oh, you have to be a member of RECAMFT, though. Okay.
Hi, I'm Hal. I'm your AV guy. Actually, I recently closed my practice. I retired.
Yay.
I'm Jocelyn, and I just got a fantastic massage from Liza over here. I highly recommend it. And I'm a bilingual LCSW, and I work at Sonoma Valley Community Health Center with everybody. I even have a 2-year-old all the way up to 86 or so.
Hi, I'm Susan Hartz. I'm an MFT with a private practice in Santa Rosa, and I have Employee Assistance Specialist Certificate, which doesn't make me a professional. Well, it's a certificate, but I do have a lot of EAP clients, and our office just opened again last week, and I've been very busy. People are really traumatized, and I find that I'm disclosing a lot more because I'm feeling too. And so it's such a gift to be able to do this work. So.
Good morning. I'm Linda Collette, and I'm a private practice therapist, and I'm working in Santa Rosa. I work with couples, and I work with individuals, and I work quite a bit with trauma and recovery. And I guess for me right now, my beam of hope is my 17-year-old grandson. I text him to apologize for something I said to him that I thought might have been flip and rude. And his response to me was, "Grandma, I am so proud of how you are evolving." So I'm still capable of evolving.
Yeah, me too. I'm Juanita Russell, marriage family therapist. I have a private practice in Santa Rosa. I see couples, families, individuals, work with trauma, anxiety, depression, relationships, and I do Christian counseling if requested. Thank you.
Hi, Bob Engel, Sebastopol, couples, individuals, MFT, grateful for my clients.
John Amadeo. I just 2 days ago gave up my private practice office in San Francisco, but I'm not as ambitious as Hal. I haven't retired yet. I still love my work. So I have practice in San Rafael and Grayton. And I was watching the Channel 4 News recently about the fire, and Doreen appeared on the Channel 4 News. Did I get that right? Really? And she was giving comments about the effects of the fire. She did a fantastic job. So looking forward to hearing you.
Lynn my name is Lynn Bergman. I have a private practice on Cherry Street. I thought I came in late enough to avoid this one. And I work with individuals.
Hi, I'm Erica Thomas, and I have a private practice in Rohnert Park. And I'm also going to the grief ritual tomorrow, and we're going to do a shorter grief ritual in Rohnert Park as well on November 13th, because I feel like it's so important that we gather together in our communities at a time like this. I have one flyer that I just made this morning, but if you want more information, just contact me and let me know. And someone mentioned the massage with Liza. We also have Kim here for a little bit longer doing acupuncture. So please feel free to talk to them.
Hey, I'm John Schempf, LMFT, work for the Coast Guard and also at Hope Counseling in Petaluma. Just a quick PSA for Coast Guard insurance. So military insurance worldwide is TRICARE. And then the Western United States administrator of TRICARE is United Healthcare. And it used to be TriWest and something else before that. And our EAP program used to be with Value Options, and it just shifted to eSpire. Not very familiar with it, but a lot of our folks have shifted over. Why all that? When I'm looking for you folks and I'm putting in your names in, and I usually use Psychology Today, Find a Therapist, because it's better than the TRICARE website. A lot of you will have TRICARE, and a lot of you will have United Healthcare. So that's what that was about. Who's next?
Good morning. My name is Susan Amanda Schroeder, and I have offices in Novato and Sebastopol. I specialize in PTSD trauma, and I'm bringing a lot of spirituality into my work now, which is really elating.
Hi, I'm Connie Kinnison, and I'm like Hal, I'm about ready to retire, and I'm not taking new clients, but when you put out the flyer that said we need pro bono people, I'm happy to do that. I'm really happy to do it. I happened to be away during this whole crisis, which had its own problems, because I've been wanting to work with refugees for years, and then I realized all the refugees are in Santa Rosa all of a sudden, and I'm missing the whole boat. But it was very, very stressful to be away while friends and family were losing their homes. So anyway, I'm kind of a general practitioner. I have a private practice here on College Avenue, and I'm willing to take on clients that need trauma care.
Hi. I'm Barbara Knuckles. I'm from Lake County. I have a private practice in Lakeport, and my practice is called Dancing at the Crossroads Counseling. Since I'm here today, I agreed to see a client who's a fire survivor in person, and then I'm going to do Skype with that person for another 3 to 5 sessions, whatever. So even though I'm in Lake County, I'm still interested in if someone wants to either come to Lakeport or do Skype sessions, I'd be willing to work with someone.
Hi, I'm Pat Harmalik. I have a private practice in Petaluma called Petaluma Path Counseling, and I have advanced training in Gottman couples therapy, so I do a lot of couples work and also a lot of work with women going through trauma and transition issues.
I just forgot, I wanted to mention that Sounds True is having a summit. I think they're 5 or 6 days into it. It's on psychotherapy and spirituality. It's fantastic. If you go to soundstrue.com, you can sign up, and every day there's 3 different speakers at 9, 1, and 5, and then the recordings are there for 24 hours for that day. And it's just, I'm finding it so wonderful, especially incorporating spirituality and psychotherapy.
I'm Hochima Trepa, office in Rohnert Park, specializing in recovery from trauma and peak performance. I also am certified in the emotion code for releasing trapped emotions and heart walls. And in terms of the fire, I was all set to go out of town on vacation, and it took every last ounce of will to go. So I actually did have some R&R. But while I was planning, just in case we were evacuated while I was away and packing my car, I found my disaster mental health card from 1995. Anyway, I thought I'd share that. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Wendy Fennell, and I have a private practice in Santa Rosa. I don't make many of these meetings because Friday is one of the days that I usually work, but I'm happy to be here today. And the fire has brought people together, which is good. And I saw Doreen at the last presentation she gave, and I really wanted to come back. So, yeah.
Hi, I'm Linda Terry. I'm the clinical director at Azure Acres. We have a residential drug and alcohol facility in Sebastopol and an outpatient program on Mendocino Avenue in Santa Rosa. I'm a certified drug and alcohol counselor, and I'm finishing my MFT studies at USF. And I'm here to build relationships for our referrals. Almost everyone that goes through treatment, we recommend go on and do individual therapy or couples counseling. So if you're interested in working with us, I would love to meet up with you. We're also hosting a training on the 17th of November, which is a Friday at 11 a.m. at our outpatient facility at 420 Mendocino on the trauma response. It'll be done by Curtis Buzansky, who's an LMFT from the Sacramento area who specializes in substance abuse and trauma treatment. And he's also a Santa Rosa native, and his parents lost their home in Coffey Park. So this is heart work for him. So I hope we see some of you guys there. And this is my first time here. Thank you.
My name's Kendra Berry. I'm an MFT. I work for the county. Realized I still have my work badge on, racing over here. I work for the Human Services Department, Adult and Aging Division. I supervise a unit of social service workers for in-home supportive services, and so just managing like my own trauma, my 9 direct reports trauma, and then there are 200 clients that they're responsible for, so carrying a lot the last month. Also my first meeting, and I do have a birthday next week. It's my first meeting, I didn't know.
Hello, I'm Deborah Harstead. I have a private practice here in Santa Rosa where I do groups and see individuals with a focus on complicated bereavement and trauma. And I am currently running 2 women's support and therapy groups.
We've kind of run out of time, so if you haven't had a chance to introduce yourselves, I apologize. Before I hand the mic over to Erica to introduce our lovely speaker, I'd like to thank the harpist who played such beautiful, restful music for us as we entered. Thank you.
All right, so I will introduce our speaker for today, and some of you already know her because she has really stepped up to help us during this time. So we have Doreen Van Leeuwen. She specializes in critical incident debriefing, as well as imago relationship couples therapy, telemedicine, and integrating cutting-edge neurobiological treatment strategies into her therapeutic approach. In 2002, she attended a 2-day seminar in CISM and has debriefed impacted employees in well over 100 incidents. Doreen serves on the board of RECAMFT as a director at large, and she is also running for president-elect. And she's facilitating the RECAMFT Disaster Response Committee, and she has an office in Santa Rosa. Welcome, Doreen.